Brings us back really nicely actually to Believe in Me, the song, because it occurred to me that the Bob Crewe song Lady Marmalade, Voulez coucher avec moi ce soir, but ce soir in the end, it's similar to the first line, how Believe in Me goes, say you don't know about things like love and stuff, that's right. Would you say
I would say there's a lot of Bob Crewe in everything I write.
Right.
And I co-wrote the song with Lauren Christie and Chris Braid, Ivor Novello winner, and he's you know, one of the and she. I just love writing with both of those co-writers.
Right.
And you know, we wrote a song that we wanted to uplift the world, right. And so we're so thrilled that Bonnie sang it and that it got chosen to represent the UK in the Eurovision contest. It's like a dream come true.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've submitted songs?
Really?
Yeah, with different people and all that, and just trying to get in on it somehow. And this came out of the blue. It's when I least expected it. So I'm absolutely thrilled.
Well, it's a fantastic song, and obviously Bonnie's a fantastic performer. So the UK hasn't done that well in the last few years in the Eurovision, unfortunately. I think we came second last year. So I'm sure we're going to improve on that, and it's going, you know, hopefully it's going to.
Well, who isn't going to love Bonnie Tyler singing "Believe in Me"?
Exactly.
I mean, who can't believe in her? she's got it.
Brilliant, Desmond. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
You hated every minute of that, didn't you, love?
Do you know, I've been a fan of his since the late 80s. But I knew he wrote all those songs, you know. And he put out his own album in 1991, I think. And then I became a professional singer in 92 and moved to Tenerife. And that's when I needed a stage name, and that's when I adopted his name. That's why my name is Paul Child.
You nicked his name, essentially.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely, yeah. So
did you tell him?
I did, yeah. And his reaction was fantastic as well when I told him. We told him on camera, and obviously he's gay, so it was a lovely reaction. He went, "You're my love child."
You're not you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sure.
So, now that would be.
It was so good. It was really funny, and yeah, it was like. On that trip, we went to Graceland because it was my friend's dream to go to Graceland, but that was my Graceland, if you like. You know,
yeah. Mal, you're sitting there with your guitar.
Yeah, I'm always looking for a gig.
You knew that we wouldn't let you go without giving us a song. Sing for yourself. What are you going to play for us, love?
I thought I'd do the Cappuccino Kill song because we
Perfect.
talked about it earlier on, and Bonnie sang it as well, so maybe it brings everything full circle.
Great.
Yeah. Let's hear it for the Cappuccino girls. Girl one is a picture-perfect wife. Credit cards, manicures, a picture-perfect life. Drives a sports car, given as a present when the baby came. She's bought to tears, so she reaches for the sherry. Wastes an hour watching Jerry Springer on the telly. Cries as she thinks another 20 years of this, she's gonna go insane. Hey, yeah. Let's hear it for the Cappuccino girls. Talking way too loud, laughing with each other, like the days before they were just someone else's mother. Hey, you're looking good, you Cappuccino girls. Holding on together, hoping everybody survives. Just like desperate housewives, girl too thinks her life's become a mess. She feels a failure whilst her husband's a success. Shelved her career plans, concentrating now on the children's lives. He's never home, she's convinced herself she knows that someone else's perfume she can smell upon his clothes. She pretends she's fast asleep. His car drives into the drive. Hey, yeah. Let's hear it for the Cappuccino girls. Holding on together, hoping everybody survives. Just like desperate housewives. Volvo cars at soccer Sundays, birthday parties, and a turn place. Make everybody knows. Yeah, yeah. Let's hear it for the cappuccino girls. Make the coffee last, putting off the chores, laughing at the antics that go on behind closed doors. Hey, yeah. You're looking good, you cappuccino girls. Holding on together, hoping everybody survives, just like desperate housewives. Let's hear it for the cappuccino girls. You're looking good, you cappuccino girls.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Do you know what, the thing that really strikes me is it sounds like a woman should have written those lyrics, because it really gets, do you know what I mean? It really gets in the mind of sort of women in sort of midlife crisis, and obviously around my age you kind of start thinking all the things you're singing about.
Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't Hillary that wrote it?
No, exactly. No, and I know those girls. I know them really well, and it was a real responsibility to tell the story properly, because they'd have killed me if I got it wrong.
Because they're usually pretty strong
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah, they don't take any messing.
Thanks so much, Mal.
No, it's
Brilliant.
great to be here.
Stick around. We're going to go for a break now.
Yes,
But
join us after the break.
Sean Holley talking about the British and Irish lines, well,
All right.
the Welsh and the...
Brian Moore calls them Wales plus others.
It must have killed Brian Moore to say that. We'll see you after the break. Hello and welcome back to the Welsh Show.
Now, it's only a couple of weeks until the British and Irish Lions head down under for the Test series against Australia.
And I know we shouldn't brag, but of the 37-man squad, most of them Welsh. 15 of them were Welsh, which is a fantastic news. And to talk about their amazing selection, I'm delighted we have Sean Holley joining us. Sean, welcome to the Welsh Show.
Great to be here, thanks for having me.
And now, there probably was an argument for taking all the Wales boys, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was, particularly after that last fantastic game against England, you know, the winner takes all, if you like, and our boys really stood up, so there probably was a case for even more than 15 to go.
I know we felt for, like, Dan Biggar, for example.
Yeah.
Who didn't get to go.
It's tough on Dan, they've only chosen 2 10s. You know, I got a sneaky feeling that there's going to be another 10 joining them along the way on the tour party, maybe Johnny Wilkinson at the end of the French season, or even Rhys Priestland if he proves himself. I know Warren and Rob Howley do like Rhys Priestland, so that's one to watch there. But yeah, Dan's had a good season though. You know, he's made the step into the Six Nations and was really consistent and was a key part of what was a fantastic Six Nations win in the end.
Is there any particular Welsh players you think that definitely deserve a place? Will be first on the team sheet there?
Well, I think we've all talked, you know, in the media about the usual suspects. But, you know, for me, some of the unsung heroes who've rightly been selected are the likes of Richard Hibbard at hooker.
Yeah.
Fantastic Six Nations. He's played well for the Ospreys for the last few seasons. And I'm delighted for him. If he can stay injury-free, he may even get a test spot. And, of course, Ian Evans, you know, 6'9". We don't have many of those in Wales. And, you know, all the talk is of Alan Wynne-Jones and Adam Jones. Well, Ian has been, you know, fantastic in the Six Nations. In the line-out is a physical presence. And Warren Gatland and his team want that sort of physicality. So I'm pleased particularly for those two. Of course, you couldn't have had a Lions squad without Lee Halfpenny with his form. And I think, you know, Sam Warburton just caps it off, really, being named captain to come through in adversity after the difficult Six Nations, along with Justin Tipuric. I think that they're fantastic selections. Sam is a huge role model, you know. He goes about his business with huge dignity, integrity, humility. He's a fine rugby player too, so for him to bounce back, not just under the pressure of the public, but of the form of Justin Tipuric, to come back, get his place back, and now be named Lions captain is a huge credit to him. You know, I coached him on the 2009 tour of North America, and you know, his commitment, his work ethic, and his leadership by things he does rather than he says is there for everybody to see.
Actually, when Sam was about 9 or 10, he wasn't that keen on playing rugby, and it was actually his PE teacher who'd said he's really got something. And so his dad would take him to play rugby, and Sam would be in the back of the car, like a bit upset, going, "Dad, I don't want to go and play rugby." Which is unbelievable, isn't it?
All paying off now, isn't
All
it?
paying off now, yeah. He's doing
really
so
going
well.
to thank you for saying that, I'll tell you.
He is. Well, his dad's already said it. But I went to the Velindre launch the other night, and of course, Sam is a patron, and he was revealing that since he's moved in with his fiancée, because he's got engaged, he's really into Laura Ashley. Now, it does worry me that, you know, one of our greatest rugby players is into Laura Ashley.
Well,
It's not
what
good,
they
is
do
it?
off the field, Lisa, is their business. As long as when they cross that white line, they're those ferocious animals that we see in Six Nations, then I don't mind.
Well, we wish Sam and the rest of the Lions the very best of luck down under this year. Mal, you going to be watching?
Absolutely, yeah. Timing-wise might be a bit difficult, but you arrange your whole life around it.
Exactly,
In the
yeah.
middle of the night or whatever it is. Yeah, really looking forward to it. I mean, it is going to be ferocious is the right word, isn't it?
It's going to be hugely physical. You know, if you've got to think back to 1989 when it was a bruising tour, and our very own Robert Jones, the diminutive scrum half, started the big fight, and with all those English forwards, then it's going to be that brutal. You know, even now, and the Aussies will be waiting for us. And I'm really looking forward to being down there, seeing Sam's dad, because I'm down there with Shane Williams on a bit of a tour, speaking tour, and that'll be great. And we'll be mixing in with the fans and the likes of the dads who are the biggest fans of these players, trust me.
Will George North's
Yeah.
dad be able to stay on the pitch?
We'll be keeping him off the field.
And speaking of competition, Sean, will you be watching the Eurovision Song Contest?
Oh, of course I will, and I'll be back in Bonnie Tyler all the way, our sort of local entry, and I really hope she lifts it for us, because we need to do a little bit better than we've done in recent times.
We certainly do. And also back in Bonnie is Desmond Child, who wrote the song for her. And when I was out in Nashville the other day with Desmond, he sent us a very special message to Bonnie. Let's have a look.
Hi, Bonnie. This is Desmond Child, of course, wanting to wish you the best of luck in the Eurovision contest, representing the UK with our song, Believe in Me. Go get 'em.
Oh, great stuff. Good luck, Bonnie, from everyone at the Welsh Show. If Bonnie can't do it, no one can, I
Absolutely.
reckon. Good stuff. And thank you very much, Mal Pope and Sean Holley, for joining us today on the
Pleasure.
Welsh Show.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you. I think that's all for this week.
It is.
But I think perhaps you should intro what's playing us out, Paul.
Well, what I decided to do is, a couple of days ago, I called a couple of friends of mine to the studio, two great singers, Bruce Anderson and Carl Lewis, and together the three of us recorded a little medley of Desmond Child songs, just for a bit of fun to play us out this evening.
You were rocking out with your mates.
We certainly were, yeah, we had a laugh.
Yeah, you loved it. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, have a look at this.
And you're to blame, darling, you give love a bad name. Cruising to a bar on the shore, her picture twisted crime on the floor. She's a long lost love and first bite. Maybe you're wrong, but you know it's alright. Yeah, do looks like a lady. Yeah, do looks like a lady. Yeah, do looks like a lady. Yeah. I wanna love you, but I better not touch. I wanna hold you, but my senses tell me to stop. I wanna kiss you, but I want too much. I wanna taste you, but your lips are venomous. Poison running through my veins. Poison. I don't wanna break these chains. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me, and I can't get enough.
The Welsh Show is proudly sponsored by Music Wales, Wales' premier music company.